Welcome to What's in Your Data?
Brought to you by Melissa. Hi, my name is Daniel Lee, and I'm the Chief Data Wrangler at Melissa.
My name is Anna Chong, and I'm a Software Engineer Team Lead here at Melissa.
Well, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
From Wellesley College is a special guest.
Yeah.
Her name's Ashley Yu, and she actually started here at Melissa as a data intern.
Yep.
And then she finished up her school with a major in data science. Mm-hmm. And then she became a full-time data scientist with us.
Yeah.
And I believe, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I believe now you are continuing your education. Mm-hmm. Would you like to share with us about that?
Yeah. Well, luckily, Melissa has a program that pretty much helps current employees pursue their master's or grad programs. So right now I am doing a master's in data science at UT Austin.
UT Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you're accepted when you start.
I actually started in January.
You started?
You started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should be wrapping up your first
First semester.
Wow.
And how's that?
Good. Yeah. I'm doing part-time masters, full-time at Melissa. So it's been busy, but I've slowly learning a lot more than I did before. So it was worth it.
With different perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
From the graduate program, more professional, and then also relating it with what you're doing.
Yeah, I think definitely more technical and more applicable to what a data scientist would do outside of just a normal curriculum.
So, master's in data science.
Yes.
And you bachelor's in data science.
Yes.
Now, have you always thought about doing data science?
No, I actually, when I started my undergrad, I was on track for med school and was a bio major.
Oh.
And then did an internship in the medical area and talked to a lot of doctors and med students, and I realized I didn't want to sell my soul in my 20s
Whoa.
to debt and to more school.
Oh, to that, okay.
So
Wait, but aren't you going to school now? Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's med school.
Yeah.
Decided it wasn't for me, and so
How long did that take?
It took a year. So it was
freshman
very, very early on, and it was nice because at Wellesley I was able to do a semester where they don't grade you. So I was actually able to take as many different classes that I wanted and not have essentially a grade for it.
Is that offered to everyone?
Offered to everyone at Wellesley, yes.
Oh, interesting.
So it encourages students to pursue new ideas or classes they may not be fully comfortable in learning without any consequences. Like, you'll get credit for it, but it'd just be a mandatory credit, non-graded course.
So it doesn't affect like your GPA?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so in that time, I actually pursued a statistics class and a CS class for the first time, and actually very much enjoyed it and did well in it. And so I was like, oh, I like both. I don't want to do full engineering side or full statistics, mathematical side, so I wanted to combine the both. And that's when someone introduced me to data science, which is pretty much the intersection of both statistics and computer science and engineering.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's always the first semester in freshman year?
Yes.
It's ungraded.
Correct.
And you get to do even overloaded courses, but you really just show up to see if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, I kind of like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you first go to school,
Right.
a lot of times you don't really know what you're wanting.
But then you're already stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're already stuck in that kind of path.
Or you think you know, but then you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But then you've already committed and you have grades already.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I think, an interesting way to do it.
And they offer, you do that, then once you really kind of figure it out after that semester, you can
Declare a
declare
major.
a major.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't, going into Wellesley, you don't actually choose your major per se, and like you have some kind of classes you have in mind, but you don't declare it until your sophomore year, or pretty much your sophomore year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you switched to data, and did your family know?
Yes. My dad was actually one of the people to introduce me to data science.
Oh, okay. So how would you describe what you do?
Yeah.
Right? to somebody who might not know, right? So like you're at a family dinner,
Yeah.
you have cousins and aunts and uncles
Yeah.
over. Like how do you explain to them?
Yeah, so essentially my job, and as a data scientist, you work with data, so that can come in all different shapes or forms, but you work with data and you essentially want to create stories or that help teams make efficient decisions and different conclusions based off of the data you're given. So whether that's visualizing something for sales to look at their numbers for that month, or for marketing, seeing how well different programs are doing, stuff like that. I'm essentially telling stories through data.
Mm-hmm. A storyteller.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so Ashley's studying data science, and she tells stories by using data and putting it together. And but how, working with so much data, are there common data problems that you see?
Yeah.
And they keep coming up in all of your stories, and how do you address that, and what would you warn people about?
Yeah, I think in data science there is a huge notion, as you're becoming one, of the difficulties of correlation and causation, especially in statistics.
Can we explain?
Yeah, so correlation in statistics, you'll run tests and you essentially put a significant value on if one thing is affecting another thing significantly, and they give you this correlation number that essentially tells you there is a significant pattern or not. And that is very different than causation, because statistics, it's a subset of data that would tell you significance of something, whether there's a pattern there or not. But people are very likely to indicate that as something that occurs all the time, which is the causation. But we can't necessarily say that one thing causes another thing in the real world, because we can't predict everything that happens in the real world. But we can say there seems to be a significant pattern or a likely event that keeps happening, but we can't say that that significant event is causing this outcome per se.
Okay. What else?
Yeah, let's see. There's also confirmation bias. I think as a data scientist, you are going and handling a lot of these data sets, and you're looking to find patterns, or you're looking to answer a question with that type of data. And a lot of the times you'll view these data sets with that in mind, and you try your best to manage your data set that may not necessarily be in the area that you're looking for, but you are so consumed by trying to answer those questions, you start making the decisions to tune the data, clean it, but in the way that you really want it to show. But you lose a lot of.
So that's like you're hunting for what's going to prove your
idea. Exactly. And when it comes to data cleaning, you don't necessarily, there's this balance of shaving off of the things you don't need and leaving the things you do want to look at. But you also have to make sure that you're keeping the things that you may not seem important still in the data set, because it will add things to your models or conclusions afterwards.
Is there a proper way in data science to be looking at data? Because so the way you said it is, if you come in already wanting to see something,
right,
you're going to craft it to look that way.
Yes.
So is the data science more exploratory without a hypothesis, or what's the right way to approach data?
I think it's a balance between both. Definitely, starting here, there was a lot of data exploration, seeing what patterns there may be, and then fine-tuning our research or our analytics towards that. And I think, like I said, being a data scientist is a balance between the two. It's a balance between exploratory data of not knowing what you're going to find, and a lot of the times it's pairing that with something you also have in mind, like a hypothesis, and fine-tuning maybe data sets that are catered towards that hypothesis, as in encompassing the population size or sample size.
So you still need a hypothesis, and you still need to do exploratory research, but you just have to be cognizant of your own confirmation bias.
Yeah.
Okay. That's hard, right? That takes some self-reflection.
Yeah. And you don't know until maybe, after you run your models, there isn't any significant pattern, so you have to go back to the drawing board and maybe either rethink your hypothesis or find a new data set to work with.
And you mentioned pattern a lot, right? So what is a pattern that you're looking for?
Yeah, so a pattern would be the number of occurrences. It would depend on the project, but let's say there's a current project we're working on with marketing where we want to see, where is a lot of our audience or our customers coming from? Like, where are their locations? Is it more localized? Is it a lot more state patterns? So most of the time it's aggregating a lot of numbers, or where that's, in sales also, we do cost and number of sales in different locations. And so patterns, in a sense, can be the number of times something occurs most popularly, or like where it occurs as well.
Okay. And you talk about, some stuff that you're working on now. Are there any data problems that you're seeing in any of the current projects that you're working on?
Yeah, I think with anyone who works with data, you're not going to get all the data you want at your fingertips as much as you really hope to, and as much as like the model would work most well with. And so something that reoccurs in a lot of the work I do is maybe not having all the data we need in the moment that we need to run the models. And so it's either pivoting in that project or requesting that data to hopefully, get that specific endpoint quantified. And so it's that lack of availability of, good, clean data that we may not have, but we can eventually get as time goes by.
We have a saying here, I think we've said it before in one of our previous talks, garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
GIGO. So have you heard that, or have you heard something similar?
Yeah, tons all the time. So it's when you're creating a model, or, in the wave of AI and machine learning, it can only do as best as what you can give it. So it's like, baking a cake. You're going to have a better cake if you're going to have, better ingredients. But if you don't have as great ingredients, the cake won't turn out as well.
I like that.
I do like that.
I like that. I like cake.
Your data science is like baking a cake. The story is like the final cake.
Yeah.
And bad ingredients, if it's all GMO or whatever, bad in, bad out. Yeah. Bad in, bad out. Bebo.
Oh my God. Okay. We only gotta have.
You know what? Let them eat cake. Just let people eat cake, please.
They can't eat cake as long as it's made right.
With good ingredients.
With good ingredients.
That's what I said. Okay. Yeah. Well, let me see. In your experience and in your line of work, do you have any advice that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Yeah, I'd say there's always something new out there. Definitely try to stay up to date with the most recent tools that you can use. I think the greatest advice I ever got was, don't try to do it by yourself, full brute force. There's a lot of resources out there that solve the problems that you may not think may be solvable, but definitely utilize software already out there that will help your processes, and just never be complacent with your skills. Always try to learn as much as you can. Talk to as many people as you can. Yeah.
Yes, good advice.
Well, so you say skills. Well, then how do you continue innovating, or how are you? You're going to school.
Yeah.
So that's one way of
highly recommend.
Highly recommend. Now, but if someone's not into a school strict program, what could they do to be increasing their skills, or what should they be doing? Right.
Yeah. The great thing about having internet, ChatGPT, and Gemini, you have an unlimited amount of resources. It's just dedicating the time and the effort to focus on those. And I think keeping it fun is also a useful skill when it comes to learning new things, whether that's solving a personal problem that you're going through and applying, your interest, like mine, data science, like machine learning or AI agents, to that problem. could be a good start to motivate you to learn new skills. And yeah, I think school is also a great way to do that. There's a lot of open source resources that would give you sort of the same skill sets that you may get in a classroom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, clearly the way you talk about data science and data itself, like you're very, it means a lot to you, I think, right? And you are definitely all about it. So, I mean, I guess, what are some things about working with data that's still very exciting to you?
Yeah, I truly love how you are forced to be creative with it. Data, although a lot of people consider it very boring looking at either Excel sheets, CSV files, or whatever it may come in, the answers you extract from it are very important, and I like to be the person to think about the different ways you can interpret and analyze that kind of data, because it can solve a lot of real problems or help businesses find points of weaknesses that can be improved. And I like how it sort of creates these relationships between things that you don't necessarily realize before you start analyzing.
So take something dry, something a little, vanilla, but then you're able to kind of, spin it up into something more fun and exciting for other people to be able to benefit from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is what she said. Make it fun.
Making it fun.
Make it fun, day by day.
Yeah.
But you know what else is fun? Wish lists. Wish lists are fun.
Can be. It depends on what kind of wish list we're talking here.
True.
Well, there's different wish lists?
Yeah, like wish lists of things I want, wish lists of places I want to go see versus wish lists of chores I gotta do.
Oh, okay.
I guess those are not really wish lists.
What did you say? Wait, hang on. I think I brain farted right there.
Someone
Did I
wants
hear
to do
a
laundry.
wish list of chores I want to do? Is that what you said?
I want to live with Anna.
Need to do,
A
not
wish
want
list
to
of
do.
chores that I need to do.
Yeah, I guess it's just a list. It's
That's
not
not a
a
wish.
list. It's just
Yeah.
a list.
Yeah, no. I think you're not understanding what I'm trying to say here.
Nah.
Okay, you're not picking up what I'm dropping down. So.
No.
No. Okay, fine. Wish list in this context.
It's fun,
It's not
yes.
about chores. It is about data. Okay, if you could have a data tool or capability or something about data, not chores,
Data.
that you'd want on your wish list. What's on your wish list? Have you ever thought about that? Something that is not present, doesn't exist yet, but if it did, it would make your life better, perhaps. And Anna, feel free to chime in. Don't give us a chore. Wow, everyone's deep in thought.
Yeah, it's a tough question.
I got one.
Yeah.
Because I was inspired by what you said about how data's not always good and it's not always there at your fingertips and you have to go request for it or start the process of gathering it or whatever.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a master universal index of data
Yeah.
sources and you're like, I'm looking for this data, boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Or but I want to combine it or layer it with this type of data, there it is. Because right now it's hunting. And then even if you do hunt for it or it
Might not exist.
might not exist. And then, so I don't know I don't need all data to exist. I just need for the ones that do exist, that there's an index of it that's easily searchable.
Standardized and
standardized. Hopefully it's
would be nice.
clean,
Yeah.
pre-cleaned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I want. I just want clean data.
Yeah.
Clean,
Is that
accessible data.
So much to ask
Accessible
for.
data.
It is.
Yes,
That's why
it
it's on
is.
a wish list.
True.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my wish list.
Hey, the next time we get Santa, right?
We'll wish him for data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just sharing with you that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a fun wish list.
I guess we're all wishing for that. Clean, accessible data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, besides wishing for data, what about fun wish lists? Things you do outside of work, things you do outside of data.
Yeah.
What are you into?
I'm a really big hiker and runner. Also, tons of baking, which probably got me thinking in the metaphor.
Cake. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I love to hike, so whenever I have time, I try to see a new national park if I can. Big runner, so I'm also doing like half marathons and stuff like that. Yeah.
What's your favorite? Where is your which national park is your favorite national park?
Oh, right now probably Channel Islands.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That is nice.
Oh.
Which one have you been to? All of them?
I've only been to Santa Cruz,
The
which
main
has
one, right?
yeah, which has
Yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest, which is the biggest island and also the biggest campground, which was
I've been to that
super.
one. Did you kayak around it?
No, no, no.
okay.
We mostly did a lot of hiking and a lot of exploring on the island.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You said you hike. Are you mostly like a distance hiker or like a summit?
Both. I just summited El Capitan actually when I was in Yosemite.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in
Oh, like
Yosemite.
that big ol'.
Yeah, so there's Half Dome, and then right across from it is El Capitan, and that one's so it's around 15 miles. So it took us
How
like
high
the
does
whole
it
day.
get?
I think 5,000 to 8,000 feet of elevation.
No, much higher than that.
I think so, because when you're starting from the valley and going up, I think it's around 5,000 to 8,000 feet of elevation. Because you're already at elevation.
Oh, okay. You're
but
saying gain. You're
elevation
saying gain.
Yes.
Gain. Okay.
Sorry.
But it's way above sea level.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're starting above sea level.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Because 8,000. That's like Big Bear around here. That's short.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, was there anything else you wanted to share with anybody?
No, I think that's all. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ashley,
Yeah.
for sharing
course.
your thoughts and your experience and everything. It was really interesting to hear.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, if you like this type of content, and if you want to see more, please like and subscribe so that we can reach out to more viewers like you and get a group going who are interested in data.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to hear if you want to hear more from Ashley. So let us know if you want her to come back and talk about other topics. Send us your questions, comment below, follow us on LinkedIn, or email us at podcast@melissa.com.
Yeah. We look forward to hearing from you. And until next time.
Stay data curious.